Welcome back, my friends. I hope you enjoyed my last video on making venison pastrami. Today I'm going to do some burgers, and I'm sure some of you will realize they're more than likely going to be venison burgers. So what I have here today is I have a kilo of venison, and I'm also going to add in 200 grams of smoked streaky bacon. My seasoning is Cajun blackened seasoning, and it is 8 grams per kilo of venison, and I have an egg to bind. So I'm going to assemble my mincer. I like to keep the mincer as chilled as possible until it's mincing time. So I have my mincer, which I kept these in the fridge right up to the last minute. For hygiene reasons, it's always best to keep your mincing parts as chilled as possible. So I'm going to assemble this now. And then I'm going to start my mincing. Here we are again. So I've done the mincing, and it's just now about binding the bacon with the venison. And there's only one way to do this, folks, and that's just get your hands in there and bind the lot together. It ain't pretty, but it's got to be done. We use the smoky bacon here because venison, generally speaking, is dry, and the fat in the bacon helps with the moisture. And the smokiness is great because even if you're not going to barbecue your burgers, you're going to get that nice smoky flavour. And to be quite honest with you, here in Ireland, we can't depend on the weather. The only thing we can depend on is that the rain is warmer in the summer. Now I'm just going to add in my spices. I'll do it a little bit at a time just to help it bind it a little bit easier and more evenly. Now I will run this through the mincer a second time because I like my burgers a little bit less chunky. So we'll do that when we get everything mixed. And that's the last of the seasoning going in. Now it seems like a lot of seasoning, but to be quite honest with you, it's not really. I think it's time for the egg. Now I will add this in a little bit at a time. To be honest, I don't even think it needs any more egg than that. Quite happy with that now. So I think I'll leave it at that now. Right, that's it now. I've run my mix through the mincer, and because I'm going to make quarter pounders, I'm going to have to weigh each of these balls of meat. So I'm looking for about 115. That's a little bit high. 120, that's fine, perfect. Don't need to be too pedantic about it. I'm not actually putting them into a market, so like just for family use. That's fine also. So I'm going to weigh out each one of these, and when the mixture's gone, then I'll start pressing them out. A bit too high, I think, in that one. That'll do. Now I've weighed out all of the burgers. And so what I'm going to do now is I take a disc, put it down on my burger press, put my first burger on, press it down, and I'm now going to just hand press my quarter pounders. actually going to freeze these because I want to be able to vacuum pack them, and obviously you can't vacuum pack mince. So by freezing them first, I can then vacuum pack them. Right, that's all the burgers pressed. So I'm going to just freeze these now. Oh, by the way, folks, I did say you can't vacuum pack mince, but in actual fact, what I meant to say was you can't vacuum pack fresh burgers. I've just taken these out of the freezer now, and they've firmed up nicely, which will help when I go to vacuum pack them. If I tried to vacuum pack them when they were fresh, they would just lose their shape. They wouldn't look like burgers. And it's I normally put 2 into a pack. It makes it easy for us at home here. And there we have it, 2 nicely vacuum packed burgers. I would stress that people should label what they're putting into the freezer, because I know these are identifiable as burgers, but we've all gone to the freezer, taken out something and said, I wonder what that is. Also, I recommend putting the dates on. That's our burgers completed now. They're ready for the freezer. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you have, click like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.